Hey everybody, it's Jilly from Jilly's Corner, and guess where I am today? I am outside of a police station here in Northport, Florida, and we are going to meet a real-life police officer. Actually, we're going to meet a sergeant. So without further ado, let me introduce to you Sergeant Geary. Hey Sergeant Geary, how are you?
Good, Jilly. How you doing? It's nice to meet you, and hi everybody out there.
Yeah, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being willing to do this with us today. We're so excited to get to know a little bit more about you and the profession and to see some of the cool tools that you use.
Sounds good.
All right, well, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I have some questions for you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right, Sergeant Geary, so what do police officers do every day?
So, Jilly, on a daily basis, we patrol neighborhoods to make sure everything's okay. Of course, we help people who are in trouble. We make sure people drive safely, and we prevent people from breaking laws.
Yeah, very good. All important stuff. So what is your favorite part about being a police officer?
My favorite part of being a police officer is helping someone and making sure they're safe, helping them solve their problems. I feel proud knowing that I've helped someone and making their day a little bit better.
Oh, that's so noble. I can appreciate that a lot. I love that. Why do police officers wear uniforms and badges?
So, Jilly, the reason we wear uniforms and badges is so we're immediately recognizable to everybody. And the best example for that is if you're in a crowded area, say like an amusement park, and you need help, you got lost from your parents, and you're not sure what to do, you can look around, and if you see a police officer, we'll stand out because of the badge and uniform, and you know you can come right up to us and you'll be safe and we'll help you out.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. So yeah, if you see somebody in uniform, you know that person can help me for sure. So I know you have the title sergeant. How is a sergeant different from a police officer?
So, Jilly, as a sergeant, pretty much what I do is I check reports. I explain to officers, what needs to be done each day. I help them out when a particular call they're on could be hard or confusing. We help teach new officers, and we make sure that policies and procedures are being followed. Policies and procedures are our written set of rules on how things need to be done.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. So you're a lot like a teacher in ways too, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool. I love that. It must be so rewarding.
Yes, it is.
Sergeant Geary, how do you keep people safe?
So, Jilly, we keep people safe by, for starters, making sure people follow the law. We make sure people drive safely. We patrol neighborhoods, make sure everything is okay. We talk to people. We help out in emergencies. And just like your parents keep you safe at home, we keep the whole city safe, and we're ready to help day or night.
Yeah, I like how you put it that way. What are some safety tips that you'd like to share with us today?
So, Jilly, some safety tips for today. I guess today will be the internet. A lot of people use the internet, and I would just say when you're using the internet, before you download any new games or you watch any videos, please make sure you tell your parents. Let your parents look at things first before you download anything, before you watch anything. And if someone starts chatting with you on the internet, tell your parents right away. Jilly, if I could add one more thing here, and this is actually more of a safety tip for parents who may be watching this video with their children. A lot of times when we're out in public, we'll hear parents tell their children, you see that officer over there, they're going to take you to jail if you misbehave. Now, of course, we want parents to teach their children right from wrong, but what we don't want them doing is putting in their child's head that every time they see us, we're going to take them to jail, because there could be situations where they might be lost or they're hurt and their parents aren't around, but they see us. They might not come to us for help because every time their parents saw us with them, they told them that we were going to take them to jail. We don't want that. What we prefer is when we're out in public, feel free to come up to us, talk to us, tell your children that we're here to protect them, and if they ever need help, they can come up to us and we'll help them out.
Yeah, that's really important, I think. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sergeant Geary, and for answering all those questions. I can't help but notice you have some really cool stuff on your person. Would you be willing to talk about some of the cool tools that are on your vest today?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So we got here, this is my body camera. This pretty much records everything we do when we're working, just kind of like this camera's recording us right now. I have my police radio right here. This keeps me in contact with my fellow officers as well as our dispatch. This is how we get our calls for service, right over our radio here. We have handcuffs right here, and Kids always like seeing those. So there you go. There's handcuffs. So yeah, so it's a lot of equipment. Carry it all in my vest. What we call body armor, and it helps keep us safe.
Oh, that's great. I love that. And you got your badge up there too?
Yep, right here. Yep. Police.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can see police.
And do you always have to wear a hat? I would assume too, right?
Especially in Florida, yes. It's the sun. It can get hot out here, and it helps protect my head from sunburn.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Definitely. Oh, that's all so cool. Thank you for sharing that too.
You're welcome.
Off in the distance here, I see something also really cool, guys. Now, maybe some of us have seen police car, but you have a police truck. Can we go check that out?
Absolutely.
Come on, guys, let's go look.
So here it is, Ford F-150, and of course, right there, 911. If you ever need help, you need the police, you need fire, you need emergency medical services, that's the number you call right there.
Yeah.
And yep, I'll open it up here for you. I'll turn the lights on.
See what's inside. Ooh.
We'll get everything on here. There we go. Lights are on. There's my computer.
Cool.
Do a lot of work on that. All my equipment, my daily equipment that I use every day.
Oh, cool.
And see if you can try to see the lights on it,
Okay.
with the sun being so bright.
You guys want to see the lights? Let's see what they look like. Have a closer look here. Look. What colors do you see there? You got what, red and blue, right? Yeah.
Make the sirens go off.
Do you guys want to hear the sirens go off? Yeah, let's hear it.
It's going to be loud.
Stand back a little bit because it might be loud.
So we'll start with what's called an air horn.
Oh, the air horns first. Whoa!
And then
so
I'll
cool.
give the siren a shout here.
Whoa! That is so cool. I love that.
And that's to let everybody know we're coming, and it also helps us get through traffic if there's a lot of traffic out there and people know we're coming, so they can kind of move out of the way so we can get to the people who need our help.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, wow, it's really loud, but that makes sense that it would need to be.
Absolutely.
Could we have a look at the back or at some
Sure.
other things back here?
Okay. Yeah, I've got my coat. Don't really need this too much in Florida, but I have it just in case. More equipment. I have. We're also trained in first aid, so I have a lot of medical stuff back here. We have, rubber gloves. We have masks to help with CPR, things like that. So yeah, and paperwork.
Wow.
Yep.
All stuff that's needed on the job.
Yeah, and then back here, not too much, but these are road flares. Keep them here. And these we would typically use if we're on say an accident at night and we need the motoring public to know that they're coming up on an accident scene and to slow down. This helps them, see that by lighting up the area.
Yeah, I would think you can't miss that, I'm sure, huh?
Right, yep. And then just some more standard equipment there, fingerprint kit, things like that.
Oh, so cool. Wow, lots of cool stuff in there. Thank you for showing us all that.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I think the last piece here to our interview, Sergeant Geary, if you'd be open to us playing a fun game together.
Sure.
Can we do that? All right.
Absolutely.
This game is called Is It Real or Not? And the game is all about questions that Sergeant Geary is actually going to ask us today, and we're going to have to determine whether the questions are real, something that's actually real, or if it's something that's not real. So I want you at home to give me a thumbs up if you think it's real, or a thumbs down if you think it's not real, okay? Let's see.
Okay, first question is, police officers use special flashlights that can see fingerprints.
Whoa, that sounds like it could be real, maybe. Is it real?
That's correct, yep. It's a UV or blue light flashlight that can help find fingerprints.
Wow, how interesting is that? The technology that you guys have these days is very, very cool.
Correct, yes. And fingerprints, yep. Everybody has their own fingerprint. There's no two same fingerprints. So we have databases that people who have had their fingerprints taken are kept in those databases. So let's just say we're investigating a crime and we find fingerprints, and our detectives lift the fingerprint, they put it into the database, and a lot of times we can find out who left that fingerprint because of that database.
Yeah.
Because everybody's fingerprint is their own. There's no two same fingerprints.
Yeah, so interesting. Yeah.
And number 2, so police officers sometimes ride horses instead of cars.
Ooh, they sometimes ride horses instead of cars. Well, I think they would ride horses. I think that's real. Do you do that at work, though?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
They're especially in big cities and parades. Horses are used for for general operations. For like I said, in parades, you'll see them whether they're in the parade or they're helping keeping people out of the street and on the sidewalk for safety, things like that.
That makes sense. You want to be a little bit up high, maybe, so that
Correct.
people can really see you, especially in a crowd,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
Cool.
Number 3, police cars can turn into boats if they need to chase someone across a lake.
Wait a second. A police car changing into a boat? Does that sound real, guys? No, I don't think that's real.
No, it's not real. It would be cool, but no, land only.
Yeah.
And us here in Northport, we don't have any boats because none of our jurisdiction is on water. So therefore we don't have any, but a lot of jurisdictions, especially here in Florida, do have boats, and they have what's called marine patrol, where their jurisdiction is on the water, in the ocean.
Okay, that's good. That's good to clarify that, because some places, yeah, they do use boats, but not here.
Not here. All right, number 4, police hats give them super hearing powers.
Oh, what do you think, guys? Well, while that sounds like really cool, I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. Not
Nope,
real?
it's not. It would be awesome, but there's no superhero hats yet. And then last, I have police officers wear rocket shoes to catch speedy bad guys.
Rocket shoes. Again, I'm just not sure that that's a real thing. That would be super cool, maybe in the future.
Nope, no rocket shoes yet. Yep, just regular shoes or boots. So.
Although I would bet that maybe you are pretty fast though on foot if you need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. It's always good to maintain our fitness, and we have a gym here at the police department to help us do that. Then we have weight room, we have stationary bicycles, things like that to help us keep our keep fit, and
Yeah, gotta stay fit so you can be active and be able to move fast if you need to. For
I would
sure.
imagine Batman would have something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's probably got a car that can turn into a boat too.
Yep. Oh, well, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for being such a good sport, Sergeant Geary, and for letting us be here today. We really appreciate it. We hope that you at home learned something too. So without further ado, we're going to end our tour here. And just once again, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jilly. Good meeting you.
You too.
Bye, everybody.